Hey guys, so this is Ujjwal Kumar Sen. Welcome to another podcast. We'll share today some amazing journey from some amazing person, right, who is right now here. So, Udit, I want your introduction. So, please share your brief introduction so that people come to know about you.
Sure, brilliant. My name is Udit Goenka, and I started my journey about 14 years ago when I was 17. I started as a freelancer, as a graphic designer, moved into building my company. After that, sold a couple of companies, and then I think my latest venture right now is known as SaaS Incorporation, where PitchGround is one of the brands inside SaaS, which is a SaaS marketplace. So started this about 2.5 years ago exactly, and I think in 2.5 years we have done roughly around $3.7 million in gross revenue as of now so far. So it's been quite a journey. Looking to hit that first eight-figure mark. Hopefully, we'll be able to reach there. And that's like an entrepreneur goals.
Right.
So hopefully, we'll be able to reach there in like maybe a year or two.
So, what is the profit margin currently you are getting? Your revenue around you said 3 point something million, right? 3.1.
Yeah, gross revenue is 3.7 as of
Okay,
now.
3.7. So what is the, I mean, on an average, how much profit you are making out of this revenue?
Profit is very subjective whenever it comes to business, because when you're actually growing your business, you don't want to focus on profits. You want to focus on the revenue growth because that is more important for you during the initial growth of your journey.
Right.
And if you're focusing too much on profits, then you're not going to grow, right? So if I would have been if I would have been like focusing just on profits, our revenue would have been probably around like 1 million-ish or so at the very most, because I would have kept that money in the bank shortly, right? But as a startup, you are only valued at when you actually focus on showing that revenue growth, because that's what matters the
Right.
most.
Right.
And profits are very subjective, because the moment we stop spending money on marketing, our profits are going to shoot up right away. So it's a very subjective term, to be very honest with you. So right now we're trying to avoid keeping profit margins. We are reinvesting back into building up new products. We are reinvesting back into building up a better team. We are continuously hiring. We have built a team of over 20 people already. So we keep on hiring good talents, and that's where we keep reinvesting on. We keep on spending more money on ads. We keep on acquiring good opportunities as well. So that's where our entire revenue goes into right now. It's constant customer acquisition and team acquisition.
All right. So let's start from very beginning. When you have earned your first dollar and how?
I was 17. I still remember it was for a logo design, because I started my career as a freelance graphic designer.
Which software you
Uh,
have used?
I had used Photoshop
Okay.
back then
Okay.
as well. I think I was on Photoshop version 1 or 2, if I remember correctly.
All right.
And it was a customer from Israel.
Mm-hmm.
Designed a logo for him. I think I spent a month and probably 100 different variations, if I remember correctly, for $30. So
Okay.
that $30 was in my PayPal, and I was like, oh my god, I got paid. For a 17-year-old guy, I think that's a huge amount, especially when you're a college going kid. You don't really have like expense, right?
Mm-hmm.
So $30 was my first income, and it was quite a good journey since then.
So how did you get that first customer?
Um, I think I got a referral, if I remember correctly, because I was putting up a lot of stuff on Orkut and
Okay.
Facebook back. So Facebook was like very very new back in
That's
those
right.
days,
That's right.
and Orkut was like at their peak.
Famous.
So, yeah, so I
Famous
was
in
quite
India as well as in Brazil, right?
yeah, so I was quite active on Orkut, and I was quite active on Facebook. I was posting my work.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever I had, I would just post it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think somewhere from someone probably recommended me, because I was just putting up my work. Like I didn't even know that is known as like branding, marketing, I didn't know any of those things, right? I was just putting it up online, and I got contacted by. So I finally like ended up landing through like referrals, and then the referral word of mouth kind of like started, because that customer recommended other customer, they recommended the third one, and so on. So I just kept on acquiring customers at that stage.
Okay, great. So tell me, I mean, since how long you have been doing this journey? I mean, be from freelancer, then you starting your own
Yeah,
companies.
like I said, it's been 14 years.
14 years, right? So tell me any 5 big lessons you have learned in this year, in the 14 years.
I would say the first lesson would be don't hold yourself,
Hmm.
just explore.
Hmm.
The second lesson I would say take risk. That's very important.
Okay. How many
Um,
hours? How many years? Hours according to you? 8 hours?
even right now, I put in about 14 to 15 hours of work every day.
Okay.
It's not easy. It's not an easy journey, right?
Right.
Entrepreneurship is not easy, right?
But it's enjoying, right?
Yeah, look, you have two options. Either you can take a safety route,
Okay.
enjoy, or you can take an adventurous route,
Right.
right? And have those thrills every single day. It just depends on you which route you really want to take, basically, out of those. And honestly, like I would rather pick up the adventurous route because you have something new to look up to. You have to worry. You can have fun. You can enjoy. You're building something. But more than that, you are creating lives of people. You're solving problems, and when you're building up team, they look up to you, right? You have like my team is my biggest responsibility, I would say. So that is something that's so important. So again, like be adventurous, right? Third, I would say keep learning. It's even till date. Like right now, every year I spend about $5,000 on myself, which is like buying courses, books, every year. Like I don't hold myself back in terms of learning. Even if I know most of the things, I would say at this point I would still try to find more good golden nuggets at all point of stage because there is always something new to learn, right? Even if it is just 1%, there is always something to learn,
Right.
right? Keep doing that. Fourth, if you are starting an entrepreneurship journey, start delegating at a very, very early stage. This was one of the mistakes that I made at a very early stage by trying to do everything by myself. I would do literally everything by myself, and that burned me mentally.
Hmm.
So it's very, very important that you really diversify and acquire team members as quickly as possible so that you can really focus on what you're good at and not try to be like jack of all trades, basically. And the fifth one I would say is uh, build relationships. Like focus on building relationships and not just on sales.
Hmm.
And provide value to people's life. If you provide value to people's life, you will get sales,
Hmm.
right? And but more than that, one more point I would like to add is follow your passion.
Hmm.
If you're passionate about something, do it. If you're just doing something for money, please don't do it because at one stage of your life, even if you make money, you will not enjoy, you will get frustrated, and you will eventually feel like quitting it. So follow your passion, follow your heart, and money will automatically follow you. Never, never, ever chase money in your life.
And the last fifth point is remaining.
Sorry?
You said 4 points. 4 points.
I actually said a lot of points. I think I said
Okay.
like 6, 7 points.
Right. Okay. Okay. So you have included all those sub points also, right?
Right.
Okay. No problem. So tell me, I mean, share any few books, right? Those really help you a lot in this journey.
I think this book has been life changer for me, and this is one book that I
Which
recommend
book?
to
Which book?
everyone. It's known as the predictable revenue.
Uh, Updated table revenue.
Predictable revenue.
Predictable revenue. Okay.
Yeah.
Predictable revenue.
That book is a game changer,
Okay.
and it will literally change your life. So it changed my life. So I would say like that's one book worth reading.
Okay. Okay.
So that's one book that should be read by
Can you
people.
can you share few things what changed exactly your life if you can?
So it's been written by the founder Elon,
Hmm.
who was the head of sales for Salesforce.
Hmm.
He was the guy who drove in $100 million for Salesforce. He was the guy behind changing the journey of Salesforce and what Salesforce is today. This guy is one of the biggest reasons why. So read that book. I don't want to put up spoilers from the book because
What?
you will read, like I've given like a short hint
Right.
of what you can expect.
Right.
But trust me, every single line you'll read a story. You will read a journey.
Hmm.
You will not read like 5 things to do this, 10 things to do that. No, you'll read a journey, and that book, that story, will really help you understand what it takes to build a company
Okay.
and what it takes to hiring the right people and what it takes to reaching to those goals and the kind of hustle one has to go through.
All right. When you have started PitchGround?
I started PitchGround about 2.5 years back. We debuted on 25th of September 2018.
Okay, and before that, what you have done? And you have what you have been doing? I must say that. Rather, I said that. I
Now,
asked that.
before that, I told you, like, I already was working on a couple of companies that I exited from. My first company was Power Posting, made an exit from it right before PitchGround.
Hmm.
Then I was working on a product known as GoPBN, made an exit from that particular product as well. And then there were a few sites here and there from which we were making quite some good money. Made an exit from all of those just to focus on real SaaS,
Alright.
aka PitchGround full time.
Okay, so can you tell me regarding the few advantages of SaaS business and what is exactly SaaS business? Because I'm pretty sure many of my viewers they don't understand even what is SaaS, right? SaaS.
So SaaS stands for software as a service, and the way SaaS really works is let's assume that you want to provide some sort of a service to people, but that service is not scalable because it requires a lot of manpower, right? So let's take an example that you want to run Facebook ads. You require a lot of people if you want to manage 20 brands, for example. A lot of people, and that gets really expensive. Technically, it becomes very expensive. Plus, there is a chance of a lot of human errors, right? And this is where software and SaaS comes into picture. You can build a SaaS that can automate the same task. So, for example, let's take an example of a very small use case in this particular scenario. That every time you want to build ads, you have to manually upload every single image manually one by one, right? But if you get access to Facebook's API and build out the SaaS, what you can do is person can simply drag and drop 20 images at once, and boom, all the 20 ads has been created with just a click of a button. Now that manual work would potentially take me 30 minutes.
Good.
But we're using that API and using software, now I can do the same task in just 1 minute.
Right.
I've just saved 29 minutes with the help of software. And now I can basically let go of one person, save that money, and use software. And this, when you provide it to your customer and tell them, look, you can lower down your cost by almost 70-80%, and at the same time, the chances of human error is zero.
All right.
That's when it becomes a lot more affordable option, because that's the only way you can really grow. So when you build out that product and turn that into a service, it's known as SaaS. And SaaS can be developed into any idea. Today, if you have any idea where you feel like you can automate, you can build a product around it. Or if you want to improve productivity, you can even find ideas in your day-to-day activity. Try to see what are things are you doing manually, and try to see if you can find software as a replacement. If you cannot, you have just an idea. Start with an idea and see where it goes, because no one knows the success of it, right? But unless and until you start, you will never know whether it.
That's right. So how did you get this idea? Like this way only you were searching some product to solve your problem, then the idea clicked went.
For PitchGround?
Yes.
No, so for PitchGround, the biggest challenge was about 2.5 years, 3 years back. I was working on one of my SaaS, and I got consulted by a wrong person.
Okay.
Who pushed me in a very bad way that led to a lot of issues, and one of the biggest mistakes of my career. Right. And that's when I started researching more about things, what is happening, why things are happening this way, because I was left dry, hanging, paying people by still getting blamed for the issues, right? And definitely, like, look, it was my company, it was my decision, so I completely accept all the mistakes, but that's what led to PitchGround. And I'm glad that mistake happened. I made that mistake. I learned from it. I ended up building a solution around it, because I wasn't the only one who was facing through this.
Right.
When I started speaking with other founders, when I started speaking with other people, I saw this was more common than ever. So I saw that as a business opportunity. I saw that as a way to solve problems that entrepreneurship kind of like kicked in. So I ended up building a small MVP around the platform in just a couple of months, and then self-launch. And no idea that it would be where it is today, and it would turn it to like such something so incredible that not only like we're solving people's problem, but now today we're enabling small business owners like you and me to access software by making it more affordable.
Right.
And this was something earlier not possible because most of these small owners and small business owners, they didn't have thousands of dollars a year to spend on software, and that was hampering their growth. But today, because softwares are being so much more accessible, we're trying to make it more affordable. We're trying to ensure that even if you're just starting out and if you have just 3,000 rupees today, you can buy one good software for your business. Just skip on a couple of pizzas for a month. Just skip on a few movies for a month. Just cancel your Netflix subscription and
Right.
Amazon Prime subscription for a month. Save up 3,000 rupees. Buy a good relevant software, and that's it. That's all you need to get going for your business, and then start scaling up from there. So that's how the whole journey of PitchGround happened. And now because of that, I think I've connected with like thousands of people around the world. So uh, PitchGround basically is sort of a dream, I would say, that combines my passion for marketing, that combines my passion for software, that combines my passion for helping people, that combines my passion for teaching marketing. It combines all of them
Right.
together under
Right.
one roof. That PitchGround for me is like something I want to wake up and I want to do it.
All right. So, first question is that many of the students basically ask me, right, how to find passion basically. Is there any formula or this is like hit and trial method? What do you think? Basically, I told them try what you like the most. Uh, Definitely will find out sooner or later your passion. That is my formula. What is your formula to find out passion?
I think there is no secret formula. You
That's
just
it.
have to slowly figure out, and eventually it will come to a point. And you have to try a few things,
Mm.
right? Because when I started as a freelancer, I was passionate about graphic designing. I was also passionate about web development that I started.
Yeah.
I was also passionate about hardware because when I ran Power of Posting, I
Okay.
was passionate about all those things. But when I started PitchGround, right? That's when I realized I love this passion. I'm not just passionate. I love this passion, right? And that's when like I basically ended up marrying PitchGround. So for me, like
Okay.
it's everything, right? I just enjoy talking to people. I just enjoy helping. I enjoy solving the problem of people with the help of software. So for me, like I don't think I'm gonna be doing anything else for the rest of my life. I'll be continuing with PitchGround for the
Mm.
next 40, 50 years, and end up retiring if it does.
Got your point. Okay, so next question is that so how do you get motivation for working 12 to 14 hours per day other than this passion?
I think I have come to a stage where I don't need motivation. I just enjoy what I do.
Right.
And I think during the initial stages, when you start getting customers, when you're being acknowledged for your work, that helps you, that drives you. But I think I have come to a point where I know what I need to do, how things are. Like I have a very clear vision. I have a very clear mission of what are the things I want to do, and that makes all the difference.
All right. Okay, so see, there are so many students who wanted to start their own startup because now their ecosystem, there are so many stories going on here and there on YouTube, on social media, right? Yeah, this guy started with zero and making billions of dollars. So, what do you think? If anybody wanted to get started, right, what should they first focus so that they will have a strong foundation?
They should never focus on making money first,
All right.
because getting motivated that this guy did this is great, but this guy did X money, that's not right, right?
Okay.
Because if we start doing that, we will start feeling very depressed.
Hmm.
For example, I don't know how old are you,
Hmm.
right? But I'm 30, and Mark Zuckerberg is of around my age, right? And he has he's over like $100 billion. Should I start comparing myself to him? No way,
Hmm.
right? So one should not ever compare to anyone. What you have to do is just get going, and it's okay to fail. There are so many projects that I started in between as a side project that failed miserably, and that's okay. That every single project I would say has taught me a lesson, right?
Hmm.
So, for example, if I wouldn't have started my other SaaS that sort of failed, right? I wouldn't have started PitchGround.
That's right.
You have to keep going and going and going and going, and That's all you have to do. That's all you need to worry about, because you will not know what will trigger, how things will trigger, what will go viral. You will not know. So take an example of Clubhouse, right? It's nothing but a group chat, a
That's right.
group video call. That's it. Video calls, audio calls have
Audio
been around
calls.
for years, right? But they just made a dedicated app and gave it an angle with a fancy name. That's it, right? And it went viral. You never know what is going to go viral at any point of stage. But if they wouldn't have built this, they wouldn't know. So
Right.
you just got to keep building things, and that's what entrepreneurship is about. You never know what is going to happen, and you will fail. And trust me, it's okay to fail, and never be disappointed about it. Take good learning lessons, because that's the best way to really learn is from your failures. And
Right.
I can tell you, there's zero entrepreneur in the world who has never failed. Even Mark Zuckerberg, I was watching one of his interviews, he himself said that he has failed in so many earlier projects, like so many. He tried building this, he tried building that, right? All of them failed until he built Facebook, and fortunately, it
It
turned out to be
worked.
a big success,
Right.
right? So you never know. Look, Tesla was about to go bankrupt, and
Right.
look at Tesla today,
Even SpaceX.
$800 billion company. Let's not even talk about SpaceX. That's like at a
Okay.
whole different level, right?
Right.
So imagine if Elon Musk would have given up because he's going to get bankrupt in a month, he wouldn't be one of the richest person today, right? So that's what I'm telling you. You just gotta keep going. You gotta keep hustling. Your job is to do hard work. That's all.
That's
Leave
right.
rest on God, because there is something out there for you. But if you're not gonna work hard, no one will help you. Even God is not gonna help you, right?
That's right. That's right.
So just keep hustling, just keep working hard. That's it, and enjoy what you do, and never ever work focusing on money. Ever. Trust me. Like people say, be passionate about money. Trust me, never be passionate about money, because then you will start chasing everything in the world that will make you money, right? And focus is very important in life.
So you said many things. So first of all, let me tell you, I'm also 30 years old, and I think what you were talking about is like connecting dots, right? So if you're failing something, that means you will keep going. The what experience you got, it will be useful ahead, right?
Exactly. It's just about moving forward in life, and as you keep moving forward, you will see that some of the other things, some of your ideas will work, some of your ideas will not work. Just keep learning from all of them, right? There are some people. So, for example, KFC, the founder sold his company for $2 million,
That's right.
right? Look where it is today. It's a multi-billion-dollar
That's
company.
right. That's right.
He sold his company for $2 million. That's it.
Now it's it's used, right?
Exactly my point. That's what I'm telling you.
Right.
That it's all about moving forward. It's all about pushing things.
All right. So yeah. So next question is that you said hard work, right? Now many of the students of mine, they told me sir, smart work. So can you differentiate between smart work and hard work exactly? The difference.
There is literally zero difference.
Okay.
Right? There is literally zero difference. So whenever you are working, so what I usually do is I worry about today and tomorrow. That's it. That's my philosophy. That don't worry about day after tomorrow ever. What you need to do is complete your today's task. Write down the list of things that you need to do tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Okay.
Worry about tomorrow. Wake up, complete your task, and then write down the list of things you need to do tomorrow. That's it. Don't worry about day after tomorrow, because no one knows what's going to happen day after tomorrow. What's going to happen tomorrow is on to you. If you start worrying about day after tomorrow, you're not going to complete your tomorrow. And if you don't do that, you're going
Right.
to screw up the day after tomorrow. So that's what hard work is about. Just get the things done. Now, smart work is nothing but how you can get things done. So there is not much of a difference, right? So that's why I said, that's why I gave you an example of software, right? The task that can be completed in 30 minutes can be completed in 1 minute. That's using software. So you just gotta find more creative ways in order to how you can complete the task, right? Now, if you get more organized in a way where your team is more organized, the productivity will be high. That's basically smart work, right? So there is not much of a difference. It's just how you construct things and how you get things done, basically.
All right. So how to face criticism, or how to avoid hypocrites people, right? if you will grow in your life, people will be backbite, or maybe and they will write something bad on social media.
Oh, I
So
faced that a lot, and it's
maybe you
funny.
have also faced, because if you are in the
Oh, I
online
faced,
world, so you
I faced,
definitely have faced.
I faced that a lot, and it's honestly fun
So
because
how to basically how you have handled such situations?
I just ignore them. I don't care. I just keep on working on what I do, right?
Right.
If people talk about you, that's actually a good thing because you're making an impact, or else you're not going to talk about them, right? We're talking about Mark Zuckerberg, we're talking about Elon Musk, right?
So they
Are
have
we
done,
talking
yeah,
about anyone else?
that's right.
We aren't, right? Because those people are not making impact.
Hmm.
So there are people who are talking good about these Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg, and there are people who are talking crap about them, right? Do both of them care? No, they don't. They literally don't care, right? People have their opinions, right? Listen to them, move on. There's nothing you can do about it. There's literally nothing you can go and shut their mouth. You cannot, right? So focus on ignoring them, and the only way you can slap someone is with your success.
Okay, great. Got your
Okay?
amazing point you said. So that's really amazing, right? Your success will definitely make them shut their mouth.
Exactly.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so now we have done, it's been 25 minutes we have been talking, so it's been amazing. So share some amazing, things happen or event happen in your life. So from there you have learned something interesting, something, a big lesson, I must say that. So any instant happened in your life, any event happened in your life.
I think I was quite fortunate that when I started early, I met my co-founder at Power of Hosting, which was my first company, hosting company, which I mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
Went to US, found him on Warrior Forum.
Mm-hmm.
So to explore networking opportunity online because you
Mm-hmm.
never know who you're gonna connect with,
That's
right?
right.
I was in US for quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
At quite an early age, built my journey from there, connected with a lot of people from there, and then came back to India for my parents. And it's been a nice smooth journey, I would say. So I am the kind of a person who is not excited about all the things in the world, right? Because what I care about in the end is delivering value and delivering happiness to our customers.
Okay, got your point. So basically, right now you're focusing on building a brand so that students can, people can trust on your brand. They can buy whenever you launch the product, they will buy it because they will trust on your product. They will trust on your, on your service, what service you are providing, right? I got
No,
your
so
point.
this
Just
was
like
said.
Amazon did, I must say that Amazon did the same because they don't think, people don't think too much if they are shopping on Amazon, right? Because they understood that, yeah, they provide good values of my money, what money I will spend on their website.
No,
Okay.
exactly.
Uh,
Exactly. Just provide value to people, take care of your customers, make sure your customers are happy,
hmm,
and at the same time keep on giving more value, right? Value can be in any form. So for example, um, let's say that if you're shipping something,
hmm,
right?
hmm.
Just send them a simple note.
That's right.
So, for example, what we did what we do many a times is we just ship out like our PitchGround T-shirts to some of our users from time to time, right?
Okay, okay.
And that just makes them so excited. They wear them, they send their pictures to us, they share their pictures in the community. That hey, oh my God, I got PitchGround T-shirt. Look, that T-shirt really costs like $12, right? But it's not about that $12. It's about that happiness that they get because they've received something from someone, and we're always excited to have that box coming on our door and something inside the box that's for us, right? That brings that happiness.
Many
So
companies used this strategy basically in India even.
in India, I am not sure who
There's
used
so
it.
many companies using this method,
This
marketing
this
method.
is this is actually, like I said, this is
This is a
not
good
just
method, I must say that. Yeah, you are
this is
right
not
regarding this.
this is just not a method, I would say, but this is also about
Strategy.
connecting with people.
Okay,
Like
connecting with people. All right.
connecting with people on a
Hmm.
much your customers on a much more deeper
Hmm.
note.
Hmm.
Because again, some things, sometimes it's not just about money. It's about
That's right.
just putting a smile on their face. Then
Okay.
that is worth millions of dollars for me.
Great, got your point. All right, so thank you very much for your time. So, with any note you wanted to say, with that note, we'll stop this session.
So I would say anyone watching this video, just pursue your dreams, right? It's okay if you're gonna fail. Take an experience and move on to the next project, right? If you fail again, that's okay. We all have failed, right? We have failed multiple times to a point where like we finally got it, we finally hit it. And again, I don't know if this is it for me yet, right?
Maybe something else is waiting for you.
You never know what's coming up, right? That probably got another 30, 40, 50 years. Who knows, right? So just keep on doing, keep on enjoying your life, which is very important. Never stress out, right? Enjoy every single day, and be thankful to God that God has shown you another day, right? Keep focusing, keep hustling. That's your job of keep hustling, and rest. I mean, it's gonna happen. When your time comes, you will know when your time comes.
Right. All right. Well, thank you very much, so guys. Thank you very much for watching this video. You have very important thing, that is what patience, because it's been 30 minutes you have been watching. That means you have great patience. So use this patience right way. You will get success in life, whatever you have dream of, right, in your life. So we thank you very much.